Back at Wisconsin Dells High School, where the Chiefs have just wrapped up another victory tonight, and they go to 6-1, Bob. 63-47, led wire to wire again. Nekoosa had cut it down to 1 point at one time. Then it became a bigger lead. They got it down to 10. It looked like maybe they were going to make a run, but the Chiefs broke the press a couple of times, got a couple of easy baskets, and just kind of walked, one kind of walking away.
And it's been hard to try to figure out the Dells team this year, just how good we are at 6-1. Our lone loss came to River Valley, 1 point at their house on the road. They're ranked in the top 15 in the state. Team picked to win, our sectional, get the state out of our bracket. We beat Baraboo here, our last game that we did on Dells TV, fairly easily. It was close at the end. Division I school, Baraboo goes down and beats Wanakee the other night. We've looked great against some teams, and we've looked not so great tonight. We kept doing what was working. We stayed with it. The press didn't kill us like it has in the first few times we've seen it. The Chiefs were a much improved team tonight.
I think the Chiefs just had too much firepower from Nekoosa. I agree with you. We just threw a lot of things here tonight, shot well from the field. Didn't make as many mistakes. We had a lot more turnovers in the first quarter. Seemed to cut those down. And a lot of players contributed tonight. We'll take a look quickly, too, here at the scoring tonight before we go into a couple of the other things we want to talk about. For Nekoosa, Kyle Severson had a big night for them, 18 points tonight. Derek Baker with 12. Derek Martinson had 13 points, 11 of them in the second half. And again, we talk about how they have balanced scoring. 3 more players tonight in double figures for Nekoosa. They are going to be a team, by the way, that'll bump somebody off. They're one of those dangerous teams. You don't want to play them maybe when you're probably the favorite or on paper you're a better team. They could easily beat somebody that's probably on paper a lot better than they are. Tanner Lieber, 4 points tonight, and Jacob Peterson also put up a bucket for the Papermakers. For the Chiefs, they were led again by Justin Ward tonight, 23 points, 3 three-pointers, 4 from the free throw line. He got a couple of his own missed shots tonight. You like to see it. Big Nate Gibson, perfect from the field tonight. 10 of 10 for 20 points. Didn't miss from the field and was a major force underneath. The only marring he had all tonight is he missed his 2 free throws when he had a couple of free throws early on. Otherwise, he would have had perfect from the shooting tonight. Bobby Blaschke had 4 for the Chiefs. Also scoring tonight, Shane Wyman with 6. And M.J. Delmore, a couple of big 3-point plays. And he ended up with double figures tonight. So M.J., the freshman, had 10 points tonight also for the Chiefs.
Well, and Gibson's effort tonight, I've watched that kid play basketball since 4th grade. That's probably the best half of basketball he ever played. And he followed it up with a great second half. He spent some time on the bench, got a little banged up there. I think it was just a nosebleed. But to be 10 for 10 from the floor.
That's a big night.
Plus the rebounds, plus just that defensive presence when we were on defense. We can't do it without him. An effort like that out of the biggest guy in the league makes Brad Rowling look like the best coach of the league. If they were giving out the Coach of the Year award after tonight, Rowling's got it wrapped up.
Time now for the Local Point's turning point of the game. The all-new Local Point has a delicious Friday night fish fry, Saturday steak specials, and made-from-scratch breakfast. Talking about all this food, I'm really hungry tonight. They're located at the old Aces Supper Club on Highways 12 and 16, just a minute from downtown Dells. Great food, great fun. Bob, turning point of the game.
Well, it was kind of tough because, for a lot of the night, the Chiefs had a comfortable lead. It was kind of hard. Nothing really stood out, but we've kind of talked about it. And what we feel was the turning point of the game was when the freshman Delmore, who's had his problems with some turnover and some dribbling issues, but when he had back-to-back threes from opposite corners on the baseline, that was 6 points at an opportune time.
It really was, and I tell you what, coming from a freshman, you really got to get excited about the future here because those were clutch 3-point baskets, and as you said, in successive times down the court on either side of the basket too. So that is the Local Point's turning point of the game. Now we also want to talk about the Shield's hot hand of the game here tonight. And no matter what you need, whether you need just to get the furnace or the wood stoves looked at, or whether you want to sit there and talk about buying something new, Shields Fireplace, Hearth and Home, they have it for you on Highway 12 in Baraboo. You can check them all out at shieldsfireside.com. The Shields hot hand of the game tonight, Bobby?
Nate Gibson, perfect from the floor. I don't know that in the last 7-8 years I've been watching Chiefs basketball, I've ever seen anybody go 10 for 10 from the floor. We've had some big name players come through this gym, but that was a heck of an effort tonight.
So the hot hand of the Shields hot hand of the game goes to Nate Gibson with that perfect night and 20 points. Final score again, Dell 63, Nekoosa 47 as we head into the Christmas break.
Every week at the end of the post-game show, every game that we broadcast, that's when we'll replay the play of the game. We also put those on our YouTube channel. You can find a link to that from the homepage of DellsTV.com. But the play of the game tonight, we had talked about it. The end of the third quarter, we broke the press. We made a nice pass to Ward along the baseline. He made a nice move towards the basket and finished off right before the buzzer. Maybe not the flashiest basket we saw all night, but it came at a key time, and that's going to be our play of the game. And they can see that play again in its entirety at the end of this. And as we do every game for our post game, we'll now leave you with the Supreme Awards Honor Roll.
That one's good. So Derek Martinson with 9 points in the third quarter. Chiefs got time for one. Elfman. 7 seconds. Got to go for it. Ward open underneath, and it's good. Nice passing that time by the Chiefs. They find the open man. Called for a travel call anyway, and that's going to end the third quarter. Chiefs up 48-35.